SE and viscose, which I don't know. I don't know what SE is if it's not cedar, which means silk. Today is day 2 of making kind of a jacket with this beautiful embroidery fabric that I found. Yeah. Okay, so that was a fight. Yeah, I think this is a good time to go for a coffee. I feel so silly right now. The fabrics are just absolutely gorgeous, and for €2 I couldn't leave it behind. Check out this fabric. Yeah. So in the other shop I thrifted this tablecloth, which has it's 100% cotton, and it has a really weird dyeing effect. I washed it already. It was brand new, by the way, with labels. It's a weird effect for the dye, and I'm not gonna lie, in one point I was thinking, oh my god, is it gonna fade because it has these colors like that? So I washed it and it doesn't seem so. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's gonna be fine. I mean, it's not, I'm planning to do like a really relaxed jacket, so it's not something I'm gonna be washing a lot. So if I do wash it, I might just wash it in cold water, if I do ever have to wash it in cold water, and just put it to dry like that. But anyway, I'm gonna show you the embroideries next to this fabric, and then I'm gonna show you the stack of the Burda magazines that just came out, and I've been for 2 hours going through all of the patterns until I settle on something, which is not even a jacket, but that's a different story. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm gonna show you the fabrics because they're absolutely gorgeous. You could just, if you don't want to just go through the fabrics, you could just pause the video to the making. These fabrics are 100% cotton. You can see there, 100% cotton. And they show you how they're being put together. They're absolutely gorgeous. This one, I mean, look at the sheen on this. It's gorgeous. This is the one that says that is SE and viscose, which I don't know. I don't know what SE is if it's not cedar, which means silk. So if it's not that, please let me know. It does feel very silky. I have silk that it feels less nice than this one. So yeah, charcoal and neutrals. I mean, come on, how beautiful are these colors? And then the greens and the green and purples. I only have one of each. So these are the embroidery ones, the ones I'm thinking of doing. So it's linen and viscose, it says it there. So it is, as you can see, linen and viscose. And it feels absolutely gorgeous. But I only have this piece for the natural color. This is what it looks made up into a curtain. Then I have this lovely gray white. And then I have this beautiful minty color, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can see that they are, this one is smaller, then this a little bit longer. But more or less, the 3 pieces are similar. I mean, the sheen on the embroidery is what got me to buy this book. It was only €2. I couldn't leave it. Isn't that beautiful? Then there's this one that is 100% cotton. Look at how lovely this kind of aquarelles. It's a tree, beautiful. Then it's a minty tree. And then a purpley one, which is purpley bluish, just absolutely gorgeous. Then there's this one. This is again SE and viscose, and again it feels very much like a cedar silk. So there's a red, then this beautiful gold, a beautiful curtain, the silver gray, the beautiful mint. Oh, I could maybe mix these two, and oh, maybe I could mix these 3 with embroidery. Hold on. Look, They are the same color. They are. Look. Okay. I'm gonna take them out very carefully and see if I can maybe do like a little patchwork for these fabrics. This beautiful deep blue, this beautiful green. Then there's these funky ones, and this one is 100% cotton again. 100% cotton, and they are like these ones are like how do you say this? It's like another word for this. Escapes me. Another word for this kind of I can't remember the name. It's like a tie-dye, but it's not quite because it's kind of fainted. Beautiful, but it's probably tie-dye actually, thinking about it. Beautiful colors, aren't they? And this is all 100% cotton. Can you see the prices? Can you see how expensive these fabrics are? Look at the mess. Yeah, I think this is a good time to go for a coffee. Yeah. I still can't get over how beautiful some of these fabrics are though. I don't mind this mess. Oh, look at this. It's gorgeous. Look at the sheen on the embroidery. It is just unbelievable. Yep. It is a mess though. A proper mess. Well, this has been as glamorous as you might think. It's a real mess. Hold on. I finally removed the last one. I have a mountain here of the fabrics. I have a bit of a mess everywhere else. And that's my baby. Saki. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. How you doing? How you doing? I don't mind doing it because I rescued these fabrics with the idea of doing this. I don't know what I got myself into because I've done it before. So it doesn't really matter. I am a coffee addict, so I'm going to make myself one. And then I finish with this, listening to something. What do you listen to when you're sewing? Because I have gone through podcasts and I have gone through movies and series, and I kind of get bored. What do you listen to? Let me know. Maybe something interesting. I'll be glad to hear what you do. Anyway, let me crack on with this. So today is day 2 of making kind of a jacket with this beautiful embroidery fabric that I found. And I've gone through, not my stash here, but actually, oh, my wardrobe. And I found another little stash of fabric that I had there. And I forgot about this fabric. This is almost a 4-meter, very thin cotton that I got from one of my trips to the thrift store. I mean, what can I tell you? I have taken the pattern from the Burda magazine, and it is very complicated. It has a lot of pieces. So because I have a very limited amount of the embroidery fabric and what fabric I can make with that fabric, I don't want to just go and cut it and then go, oh no, it doesn't work, and now I just spoil the fabric. So I have enough of this fabric here. I mean, how many times can you say the word fabric? Probably 50,000 times. So I have this piece of cloth in here that is about 4 meters long. And I'm thinking I am gonna make it with this first to see the fit, because the pattern on the magazine is a little bit smaller for me. I mean, it's quite loose in terms of the shoulders and the arms, but in terms of the bodies, it seems to be, it's a smaller size. So what I might do is I'm gonna try to scale it up a little bit and make it with this, and then I have a wearable sample. I know there's a 12? It's a wearable 12, I think that's what it's called. Considering that this morning I didn't have this fabric and now I do, I'm really happy to use it for that. So I'm gonna crack on to cut it in with this one first, But what I'm gonna do first is actually make some coffee, because I don't know if I've told you, but I'm addicted to coffee, like big time. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee, and then we're gonna cut this one, and hopefully this will work. Looking at the design of the dress here, I quite like the sides being black. In there, it seems to be like a pleated pleather fabric, and then obviously the black bell. I quite like the idea of the two fabrics put together. So I have this black cotton fabric. I have cut all of the other pieces from this fabric, the sand and sea fabric. But I think I'm gonna cut the side panels from the black and then see how we're gonna put this on. I mean, look at this pattern piece. So this is one of the front. No, that's the back. That's the back part. So then the back, there is no seam. There's a seam in the back. And I put a lot more fabric because I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna fit me, because it's 1 or 2 sizes smaller than me. So I need to look at that. But this black piece will eventually have to go here and there. So yeah, it's kind of, and here it has to attach here, then go there and somehow into this curve. So I've no idea how I'm gonna sew that. Yeah, so much for getting an easy pattern, isn't it? I'm thinking if this is too complicated, I might get the other piece of pattern, stick it here, and then cut a much more simpler pattern. Okay, so that was a fight. The one thing I'm really happy is that I put enough together to be able to try. I've only stitched this side, I didn't stitch this other one. And I know it looks kind of weird on, but I actually think it will be a really nice coat. Maybe a shorter one, you know, not so long, because that is a dress side. But I am not going to finish this one because I didn't stitch it properly. Can you see it's all packed up in there? And the fabric is actually really see-through. I try on and it really is see-through. So I'm not going to be finishing, but I did enough to try for size. And I know it looks weird like that, but I'm going to update the pattern to put this panel part of this part and part of the arm. I'm going to update the pattern, and then what I might do is do these cute little sleeves with embroidery, and then maybe try to bring some embroidery to the shoulder and maybe the chest. I don't know, I'll see. Okay. I just Frankenstein the patterns. Okay, so that's the darts. I think I'm gonna take that out because it's not a dress, it's a jacket. And I'm going to be adding that piece, which is part of the embroidery, on the sleeves there. But what I've done is just Frankenstein. This is the front. I attach it here with the notches, and I attached the skirt part of it. I added the little piece. I added some curve. Same thing with the back. I found this lovely viscose fabric in my stash. The color is not my sort of thing, so I'm thinking that will be a lovely lining for the jacket. So I'm gonna cut the pieces and try it on with this fabric. So if it then fits nice and I like it, then I'm gonna cut the jacket and then put it together. I feel so silly right now. I'm looking at the silhouette of the jacket with the grey fabric, and it's so simple. I'm trying to figure out why I just did it, you know, single-handedly, just draw it. I'm so tired and it's only midday. I haven't even started on the interesting bit, which is sewing the embroidery sleeves. I'm gonna put this jacket together, but I just felt so silly. I could have just literally single-handedly just do like a little curvature for the front edge of the jacket, and just give a volume at the back and at the front. It's just, I've been stitching patterns. Do as I say, not as I do. Trying to make yourself life easier. Don't do this. I'm tired. I'm gonna finish this And I'm gonna have a coffee because I'm tired. Anyway, let's finish this. So now we are at the point where I'm trying to decide which embroideries to put on. And I think, considering how dark the charcoal is, I think the silver and the gold for the sleeves are going to be the best option here. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to try to see if I can gather as much as fabric of each and make the sleeves. And I think that will be the best option. That's the lining I need to put together as well. But yeah, I think one is sleeves gold and one is sleeves silver. Saki, what do you think? What do you think? Gorgeous, just so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Okay, so that was that. So this is the sleeve pattern, and you can see it's still a little too short. So I'm looking at the fabric and how to get the most out of it. I think I'm gonna put it there, and what I'm gonna do is to cut this bit here and attach it there, so I can have the whole sleeve gold, and the same thing with the silver. I'm gonna have these two pieces wrapping around the arm, and then whatever is left here on that side. That's what we're doing. I'm also gonna, once I stitch it, I'm gonna serge it. Even though it's lined, I don't trust this. So these are the sleeves. I used as much of the fabric as possible. I did the little patches here that will be underneath my arm, so it should be absolutely fine. And the same in here. And I'm trying to use the larger print, you know, to be shown, like that's going to be the shoulder up here, and that will be underneath. That will be underneath. Although it's a shame because there's so much beautiful embroidery there, but it's embroidery everywhere. Anyway, and this one. I mean, you really need to try hard for this to make such a mistake. Look at that. You really need to try hard to make it that wrong. So, back to the unsewing channel. I do a little bit of sewing and a lot of unsewing. Sewing and sewing. It's like one step forward, a couple of steps backwards. Yeah. I'm gonna try it in a minute, but there's a few things that I want to talk about first. I absolutely love the jacket. I think it's beautiful, but I think I overstretched the front here. I'm going to have to maybe remake it. Now, the sleeves, though, are absolutely gorgeous. They really are beautiful. I'm glad that I only went for the gold and silver. How beautiful are those Japanese-esque, kimono-esque sleeves. Gorgeous.